From dine in to eat out, because we love food, we have rounded up a dinner bucket list of places that you gotta check out in Novi, Michigan. And this is gonna be a two-part series. The first one focusing on great Asian foods because there's some great Asian restaurants in Novi, some to eat in, and my favorite takeaway spot. And the second one is gonna be the best spots for dinner in Novi, period. This is a great list I'm actually really excited about. Watch to the end, the last restaurant is super nifty and also comes with a ghost story. If you're new here, I'm Mike Perna, local real estate agent for over 20 years, and I make videos all about places and things that I love in and around Metro Detroit to help people moving into the area get familiar with it. Subscribe to be notified when we put up a new video and like this one to help get it out to more people. China Cafe, on the corner of 10 Mile and Novi Road, and I must have ordered from here like 100 times over the last 17 years living in Novi. This is a locally owned restaurant, not a chain, and one cool thing about this place is it's a true testament to the American dream. The owner is an immigrant, grew up in South Korea with the dream of owning a restaurant, and in 1996, him and his wife were able to open the China Cafe right here in Novi. From a little kid in Asia to a restaurateur in America, this also means that he's super dedicated to what he does. This is a local owned business, so when you're supporting them, you're also supporting local. And this one hits home for me on just a couple of levels. First, my father's an Italian immigrant whose parents struggled to give him and myself a better life. And second, I'm a big supporter of local businesses because these are the backbones of our local community. Now, when you go to China Cafe, you've got two options. You can dine in the China Cafe, which is your more traditional Chinese restaurant with a full menu of appetizers, entrees, desserts, etc. Or you can go to the Gia Lounge, which is their bar lounge right next door, which features specialty cocktails and a different, slimmer menu with more shareable options, more like a bar would have. My top go-to dishes here are on the app menu, the walnut shrimp and the Beijing street side wings. And I gotta warn you, there are jalapenos in the wing sauce, so it makes it a little bit on the spicy side. From the mains, I usually get the drunken noodles, and they do a great drunken noodle here, but I usually order it with the chicken instead of the shrimp. The drunken noodles are a rice noodle dish with basil, vegetables, and cooked in a soy sauce. Last but not least, I love the 5-pepper chicken, and yes, it is a bit spicy, so definitely watch out for that one if you are a low spice type of person. This is lightly breaded chicken with green peppers, jalapenos, veggie, and a garlic pepper sauce. For dessert, actually go next door to the lounge and get the cinnamon coffee cake with salted caramel ice cream, and trust me on that one, out of both menus, that is the best dessert. Genji Novi is located across the street from 12 Oaks Mall in West Oaks, almost right on Novi Road. It's a local Michigan business that's been open since 1985, and now they have 6 locations all across Metro Detroit in several formats, including takeout and a more traditional Chinese restaurant. Genji is a hibachi Japanese steakhouse, meaning they cook what you pick out right in front of you. And this isn't a new concept for the area with a couple Benihanas in the area and some other chain ones, but I think these guys do it best. The cooks are both chefs and entertainers. I've had the ribeye and the shrimp combo, as well as the mahi mahi, and both are worth trying. There's a second hibachi steakhouse in Novi, Wasabi Hibachi Steakhouse, located on the north side of Grand River Avenue, just west of Meadowbrook Road. These guys are a local business and have a lot of loyal customers because of the fresh ingredients that they use. So a lot of people were happy to see these guys reopen after the pandemic, and for good reason. Not only did the local restaurant not go under during the shutdown, but now we have 2 different hibachi spots to choose from, both with very different menus, and both have great food to choose from in Novi. As far as their menu goes, you've got the hibachi meals to choose from, or you can skip the grill show and go straight to the sushi here too. They also have an event space you can rent out for a family function or a corporate function they call the Wasabi Sushi Lounge, which is able to accommodate up to 300 guests with a dance floor and a full bar and a DJ area. But they don't have a DJ on staff, you gotta bring your own. And if you haven't already, give the like button a boop, I truly appreciate it, and also subscribe if you haven't to keep on getting new videos as they come out. Ajishin, pretty much right next door and just west of Wasabi on Grand River Avenue. Ajishin has been around for almost 30 years, and the owner is a chef from Kyoto, Japan directly. Now, this is a real authentic Japanese food restaurant. Even if you visit their website, you'll see it partially written in Japanese, which I think is pretty cool and authentic. They have a pretty extensive menu, and they're known for their generous portions as well. The only downside of this particular restaurant is that due to the pandemic and shutdowns and all the subsequent shortage of supplies and shortage of labor and workers, they've changed their operating method, and right now, as of shooting this video, they are currently takeout only, and we hope that that can change soon. Up next is Kura Revolving Sushi Bar, and I usually don't feature chains, and actually this is the first time I've had one on the channel like at all. But I've had a lot of questions about this one, so I had to go and scope it out. This is Michigan's second location, the first one in Troy, and they really key into the experience of it. I found the sushi okay, and frankly, a couple of the other places on this list I like more, maybe a little more, maybe a lot more. But I'll say this, when I ordered my drink, Kura, the restaurant's robot server, brought it to the table pretty quickly. Next to the table, there's also a conveyor belt with sealed sushi passing by, and if if you see something you like, grab it from the belt. If you're looking for hot food like the garlic fried rice, which I recommend, anything tempura, or the ramens, there's a touchscreen at the table and it'll be brought to you by conveyor. Don't leave without the dessert. The Japanese soy milk donut is my absolute go-to favorite on the menu as far as the desserts go. And all in all, there are over 140 menu items to try and choose from, which is the largest selection of sushi from what we've seen around. For my favorite sushi, I will not leave this one off the list, is One World Market in Novi on the south side of Grand River, east of Novi Road. One World Market started as a Japanese grocery store in 1997 to serve the expats in the area that had relocated here for work. Later, they added a sushi bar and a very small dine-in option. And it might be small, but the following is actually pretty huge, myself included in that group. My go-tos are the Michigan roll, the Atlantic roll, the Gaiden beef bowl, and the carriage fried chicken rice bowls. At one point, they were going to add in a Noble Fish and White Wolf Japanese patisserie. Noble Fish has been serving the best sushi in Clawson for over 30 years, and people come from miles and cities around just to experience it. Right now, you can order carryout online, and it's definitely worth ordering and popping over for. We've got one more restaurant to go, but before we get there, if you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe to be notified when our next videos drop. We have more coming out every single week. Also, if I can help you or your family with your real estate purchase or sale, call us anytime. Shiro Restaurant on 9 Mile Road. This place has become a Novi staple for a good reason. It's a Japanese restaurant with a French flair, with a very unique menu and a very unique setting. Owners Howard Yang and J.W. Shin spent 8 months and over $500,000 in 2000 renovating the Charles Rogers Mansion on the north side of 9 Mile, just a bit east of Novi Road. This 1929 built home has quite a history itself. First, it's called the White House Manor because it was built with the profits from the White House Milk Company. The White House Milk Company, their primary product being evaporated and or dried milk, operating from 1917 to 1978, and that's only part of the story. This house was built with an iconic staircase because Rogers wanted to have his daughter's wedding ceremony in the mansion, but that didn't go over so well for him. The night before the wedding, his daughter and his fiancée ran off and eloped instead of having the big formal wedding. As the story goes, Charles passed soon after, and to this day, him and his wife haunt the manor. It's been Charles' ghost that's been seen specifically hanging around the 12-foot oak banister by the front door, coming and going from the bathrooms and also the dining rooms. Charles' ghost is also known for moving plates, glasses, and silverware, and other dining and kitchen utensils. A lot of people have seen this entity. I haven't seen it myself, but a lot of people have seen this entity and also attempted to speak with him, and he won't actually return any dialogue or talk back. But in response, he just generally disappears into thin air. I've been told that no one ever goes into the attic. I asked and I tried, and they said I was not allowed to. Back to the restaurant. The main floor of this 1929 mansion has a mostly Japanese look and feel with imported Korean woodwork at the sushi bar, Asian artwork, and chopsticks on the white tablecloths. Upstairs, it looks much more like a French Baroque restaurant with American silverware on the tables. The lower level has traditional tatami rooms where diners sit on traditional Japanese floor chairs and no shoes are allowed. The sushi menu is pretty fantastic, but definitely try their lobster and crab spring roll, not your typical spring roll. Try the roasted grouper if you're going for more of a single plate versus sushi, and I'm not big into creme brulee, but this one is over the top. Thank you for coming on this restaurant journey with us. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, because we're going to be dropping the part 2 to this video shortly. My name is Mike Perna, local real estate agent here in Metro Detroit, and we'd be honored to get the call to help your family buy their next home or sell their current one. Thank you again. See you on the next video.